Hi everyone, it's Kelly. First let me say Happy Easter to everyone that celebrates Easter. And also I'd like to let everyone know that I have been asked to be a Besties girl for this term. Thank you, Jen, for inviting me. So let's get to it. I chose, let me scroll down. Here is my project for April, or one of the projects that I made for April. So as you can see, it is a non-colored image. This is the first time I've ever created anything like this. So I hope it goes over well. I'll be curious to read everyone's comments. But let me give you just a little insight on what this is. So first I'm just going to flip it over because it's a little easier to determine what this is. This is actually a two-pocketed bag. Okay, so behind the image is a pocket, and then behind that pocket is another pocket. Okay, so what I used was just a normal little paper bag, and all you do is fold it over to wherever you want it, you know, however deep you want it. I will tell you, you want to be sure that you fold it ugly side up. And what I mean by that is the seam to your bag should be facing you. Because if you have it backwards, this lip is going to be on the reverse. Does that make sense? So trying to get into it's going to be kind of funky. Now you can either attach it with some tape or glue, whatever you want. What I did was I stitched it closed. And you only want to do the sides. You don't have to do the bottom. You definitely don't want to do the top because then you'll seal up your pocket. Okay? And really that's about it. Then you can just embellish it any way you want. So the image that I used is Millie Mae. And she's an oldie but a goodie. She has been well used, as you can see. Okay, and all I did was I took just some really thin fabric that I had, and I used some MFT, which is my favorite things, hybrid black licorice ink, and I just stamped her off once, and that was it. I then adhered my little fabric image to a piece of cardstock and then just zigzag stitched all around the edges. I also added some doilies. There are 2 tags in this pocket on the back, and you can either write on them, you know, you can do whatever you want. You can embellish these however you want. I made this for somebody specifically, so I'm going to leave it blank. That way the recipient can either, you know, if they want to give it to somebody or keep it just for decoration. So I just stamped off some, what do you call that? Real fancy schmancy scripty. Scripty writing, I don't know. Let's see here. I also added some MFT buttons, which I am a button hoarder. I also used one of my new paper tray ink flower dies, and this is actually some red felt along with some red fabric, and then there's some seam binding that I hand dyed. I also used my Martha Stewart butterfly punch, which I am not ashamed to say has been collecting dust for ages. So I finally decided to bring the little sucker out and use it. And I also used some of my washi tape. My favorite color is red, So those of you that have been subbed to me for quite some time know that I tend to use red on everything. And really, that's about it. As you can see, I stitched mine with a zigzag stitch, and I still have to put, I'm actually going to put a little gift card holder, I think, there. I'm not really quite sure just yet, but I do have a personalized stamp, so the pickled strawberry will be, you know, written here somewhere. And then you can see that I also added a doily in this back pocket just for some interest. Okay, so, oh, and then this little tag right here, this is a doohickey tag that I just got as well. So that's pretty much my project in a nutshell. It really was kind of nice just to stamp the image and not have to worry about coloring it. I know that you can use colored pencils and whatnot on fabric, but I was just kind of going for, I don't want to say vintage, you know, because I really don't even understand what vintage means. There was a particular look in my head that I wanted, and this was it. I will tell you that I did, you know, I looked through all my stamps and just tried to find one that would look best not colored in, if that makes sense. So I hope this inspires you to maybe try something different, to, you know, play with your stamps, use them outside of the box. And, you know, this is a really quick little gift that you could give to somebody. You know, if you just need to make something in a pinch, this is really a simple and easy project. All right, guys, so I will leave all the information to mybesties.com, to Sherry Baldy's shops. She's got Etsy, there's Scrapbook, I think it's Stamp Society, where you can get this image as well as digitals. I will tell you that she is discontinuing quite a few of her digis, so you want to hop on over and check them out. She's also going to be replacing those digis that she's getting rid of with brand spanking new ones. So take a peek, guys, and I will see you all in my next video. Again, thank you, Jen, for inviting me, and have a wonderful Easter. Toodles!